Do you ever reach something you wanted and then feel confused by how quickly that feeling fades away? Maybe you accomplished the goal, you became the dependable person. You built the life you once thought would finally make you happy. And yet, there's this quiet emptiness underneath all of it. Not because your life is bad, but because somewhere along the way you started believing achievement would give you something it was never meant to give. If that feeling has been hard to explain, I want to walk through this with you gently. A lot of us grow up believing some version of this. Once I achieve enough, I'll feel good. Once I get the degree, the relationship, the recognition, then I'll relax. Then I'll finally feel peace with myself. And for a while, that belief can still feel motivating. It gives you direction, something to chase. But what nobody talks about is what happens when you actually achieve it. Because sometimes you reach the milestone, but the relief just lasts a moment. Then life continues, and slowly and quietly that feeling comes back again. The feeling of emptiness. Not because the achievement felt nothing or meant nothing, but because you were asking it to heal something much deeper. And achievements can validate that temporarily, but they cannot permanently fix the relationship you have with yourself. I remember one specific moment this became really clear to me. It was a promotion at work I had worked incredibly hard for the whole year. I poured all my energy into it, thought about it constantly, imagined the feeling of when I would get it. And when it did happen, I felt proud. I was excited. But what surprised me was how quickly that feeling started to diminish. Like within days, something that I worked the whole year for, within days, my mind had already moved on to the next thing. What else do I need to do now? What else can I improve? What's my next goal? And then I remember there sitting and thinking, why can't I just enjoy this? Why does nothing ever feel enough for long? That question stayed with me because I had spent years living in this constant bargain with myself. I'll finally feel okay once I achieve this. What's the next thing? And every time I achieved it, I quickly moved on to the next one without even enjoying my current situation at that time fully. And not because I was ambitious in a healthy way, but because deep down I didn't think I was enough without having an achievement attached to me all the time. That realization was painful at first. But honestly, it was also freeing. I could see it now. Because for the first time, I stopped blaming myself for not feeling fulfilled and started to look at the deeper pattern underneath. Achievement becomes emotionally empty when it turns into identity. When your own self-worth is tied to being productive, being impressive, being useful, but being successful, being needed. Because then achievement no longer feels like something you do. It becomes proof that you deserve value. And then that creates pressure that no achievement can permanently fix or satisfy. You can accomplish things, but then still feel the emptiness or the disconnect with yourself. You can receive praise and then still feel if it was really enough. That's why some people keep following or chasing those bigger goals without ever feeling satisfied inside. And it's not because goals are bad, I'm not saying that, but because achievement was never supposed to carry your entire sense of self-worth. Get it? The shift for me started with a very simple realization. I noticed that I only allowed myself to feel proud after I had earned it by being productive, being successful, after helping someone, after checking enough boxes. And one evening, I felt guilty for just resting. I thought, like, what am I doing? I should be doing something. Even though I really needed it, I was exhausted, but I held that guilty feeling inside me, And that moment really stayed with me, like, what am I doing? Because in my head, I had built this relationship with myself that I could only rest and relax when I had achieved something. That was like a condition I was putting on myself. And as a result of this, I started treating myself like a machine, not like a person. And once I realized that, actually it softened something in me, not in a dramatic overnight way, but enough for me to start asking different questions. Like, instead of saying what else do I need to achieve, I started asking what actually makes me connected to life. Not for others, just for myself. And that question started changing things slowly, because fulfillment started showing up in smaller ways and quieter places, meaningful conversations, creating something honest, feeling present, resting without guilt, being emotionally real instead of being emotionally impressive. And strangely, you know what? These moments stayed with me longer than my achievements. If you've been feeling empty lately, even after achieving or doing everything you could, I really want you to hear this gently. Your emptiness is not proof that you are failing, and it doesn't even mean that your achievements are meaningless. It may simply mean that you are craving something deeper now: connection, meaning, presence, rest, a relationship with yourself that is not based on a performance. Sometimes growth looks like realizing I don't want to spend my whole life chasing things that don't fulfill me and make me feel empty in the end. That realization isn't failure, it's emotional maturity. And honestly, it can be a beginning of much more peaceful life. Just think about it. Because achievements can absolutely add beauty to your life, but it cannot replace self concept, self connection, acceptance, inner safety, or peace within yourself. Those are built differently, more slowly, more honestly, and usually more quietly. So, if you've been wondering why you still feel empty, sometimes, even after achieving things you once deeply wanted, maybe your soul is asking for something more than achievements now. Not more success necessarily, but more connection, more presence in your own life. And maybe the next chapter in your life is not about becoming more impressive, but it's about becoming more whole as a person. So the next time you achieve something, instead of immediately asking what's next, pause. Let yourself actually be there. Let yourself feel proud because you did it. Let yourself live outside of productivity, because your worth did not begin when you achieved something, and it doesn't disappear when you rest. If this felt a little too familiar, you're exactly who this channel is for. I'm still figuring this out in real time, so if you want to figure it out together, feel free to subscribe. I post every week. Until then, bye bye.